Hey everyone, just wanted to stop in and apologize for missing yesterday's video. Yesterday was my 50th birthday, so I just took an easy day and just ran some errands. I got breakfast for lunch and picked up Riley, did a bunch of driving, and just kind of spaced out for the day. So anyway, and also Claire was back, so I'll put Claire in at the end of this little clip before today's video starts. But Claire stopped by yesterday morning to wish me a 50th birthday, a happy 50th birthday. So anyway, I'll clip that in right now and we'll get to today's video. Alright, so I wake up and I look out the window. There's something on my porch. Oh, thank you, Claire. About to find out what it is, I guess. Holy crap, a drag racing cake. Well, happy birthday to me. That's a good way to wake up in the morning. Thanks, Claire. Alright, so just gonna try and get something done today. And I got the torpedo heaters going in the background, so you're welcome for the background noise. We did all the blocking in the front room over here the other day when Chris was by. So we got all that blocking done on a quarter of the house, roughly. So I'm going to start in here now, and I'm going to start popping out a bunch of this original blocking, and then all the nail. Because everywhere there's blocking, there's a bunch of nails hanging out and whatnot. So I'm going to do that all the way to the end. This board here, I got to cut this free and bring it down about 1/4 of an inch so it rests on this wall. So I got to deal with that. I may not deal with that today. I may just start the blocking on this one and deal with that afterwards. But we'll see how far we can get. It is a little later in the day, but we'll try and maximize some time where I'm wasting money on the heat. So we'll get the heat cranking. I'll get going here and see what we can get done. So we'll do a bunch of stripping, and then we'll start putting up the pieces. Well, that was pretty satisfying. All the blocking's all. And we're looking pretty level. So yeah, so all the blocking's done except for the very last two pieces. And I got to deal with these end boards up here. These end boards that are staked on right there. This back wall was higher than the side walls for some reason. So that board ramps up from that edge all the way out. It slowly ramps up, just like the ceiling joist would have, because that wall was a little taller. So I got to get that pried out, either nails out of it or pried out, cut the nails, bring it down, nail it back together. And then the one on the other end, there's a little bit of rod on the end. So I'm either going to cut out part of that and stake on a new one, or cut out the whole thing and put in a whole new one. But I think I'm going to stop messing with that now, and still got a little left in me today. Then I can get that done and that one done, and those last two pieces of blocking, and that is another whole half of the house done in blocking. So wish me luck. I can keep driving, keep the motivation, and get both sides done. See what happens. And that's that. It's plenty late for dinner, I'll tell you that. But all that blocking's in, like I mentioned before. I ended up replacing this end board along the side wall here. Got that last piece of blocking in there. And then down the far end, that same board I replaced over here. Remember I was saying it was nailed on up at an angle because the back wall was taller than the rest. We got that all cut off, pulled down, re-nailed, leveled to the ceiling, and all the blocking in it. So that is about 50 feet of blocking done, and that is one whole half of the house done with blocking. And then the other day when Chris was here, we got a quarter of it done over here. We got this section done. And now I got this section to do. And this section, a couple of these ceiling joists were rotted on the very ends. You can see I still have to change out this one right here. No, right here, sorry. So I still got to change this one out. But what I'm realizing is I was going to just change the whole roof rafter out They're ceiling joists rather, but they're 2x6s that are 20 feet long. And I couldn't find anybody that had them. So supposedly you can stitch them on a certain percentage of them. So I was able to do this one, this one, this one, but I'm also noticing they're all bowed in the middle. No surprise seeing they're running 20 feet and the roof was compromised before, and there's braces that come down from the roof to these also. So when this wall was compromised, it was probably putting extra load on these and bowing them the whole time. So I don't think it's worth trying to straighten them, even though I assisted those other ones up already. I think what I'm going to do is they're 2x6s. I'm going to see if I can get 2x8s or probably 2x10s, most likely 2x10s. That'll be 20 feet long, and just replace them, all 9 of them, the whole length, just to make it right. The 2x6s are pretty okay because there is a bathroom wall there, and then there's a bedroom wall, but there's a handful of them that are out in the bedroom area that are still 15 feet long. And those ones there are where the wall was compromised, so those are bowed. So most likely, I'm going to chase down some 2x10s by 20s and replace them all. I'll think about it tonight and figure out what the plan is for tomorrow. And I got to go pick up Riley tomorrow afternoon. So let's see what we end up doing. But anyway, it was a satisfying day getting all that blocking done in the back. That was a huge pain in the butt. And in looking across from the ladder, like line of sight across the bottoms of the roof, the ceiling joists, it looks like it straightened some of them up some. So it'll be a little less bad. Won't be perfect, but it'll be less bad putting up the strapping. So anyway, satisfying day's work, and hopefully we can get something done tomorrow. Thanks for checking in.